Chipping Norton, Oxfordshire, High Court enforcement agents Paul Bohill and Steve Pinner are on their way to recover a debt of over £30,000 owed to a supplier.
Last time I went to a place like this in the country, a man drove a tractor at me and started having a go at me.
Did he?
Yeah.
The debtor is a world-renowned racing car team.
Well, it's £30,000 plus, and it's the Lotus Formula One team limited.
If Lotus Formula One can't or won't pay, the agents have the right to remove goods to cover the debt.
Where we're actually going would appear to be a technical centre. So, testbed engines and things like that.
Might be a research facility, which means they're going to be really tight on security.
Well, just have to use your silver tongue to get us through the gate.
Or possibly a crowbar.
All visitors must report to security. Oh, this is going to be good, isn't it?
The entrance to the facility is protected by an electric security gate.
This is exactly as we thought it might be.
You shut the gate, see, look.
The more fuss we have, the better. My name is Paul Bohill. I'm a High Court enforcement agent.
Okay.
We have a writ to serve against Formula One.
Okay.
Is there someone with power and authority
lady there?
that we could speak to?
Yeah, have you got a copy of the document?
I have, yeah.
If you'd like to come over to reception.
This job was very different. We was going to a huge, complex, multi-million-pound company, security everywhere. It was a different job than the normal run-of-the-mill.
Lotus Formula One team's financial troubles have been widely publicised, and the agent's visit hasn't come as a surprise. This isn't the first writ the company has had to deal with recently.
Hello.
Hello, this is Sandra, I'm Jolie.
Hi there.
Who are you here on behalf of?
Musset Engineering.
Right, okay.
That's
That is
30
something,
grand.
yeah, it's known to us. We completely honour the debt, want to honour the debt.
But Jolene, the site manager, has some bad news for Paul. Lotus Formula One reportedly owes £2.7 million in unpaid taxes, and they've already taken action.
What's happened is that HMRC
Yep.
have done an application for administration, which is this document here,
Right.
and we're held under the moratorium of this application. And what they've been advising us to do is to make any High Court enforcement officers aware of the situation.
Okay.
The moratorium means that Lotus Formula One are protected from settling any debts while they're being pushed towards administration by Revenue and Customs.
And I know it looks very glamorous that we've gone to a race, but trust me, it's on an absolute wing and a prayer.
Yeah, it's okay, we understand that. Yeah.
The odds seem stacked against them, but will Paul and Steve find another way to collect the £30,000 debt? And will they end up driving away with a dream car?
Because we had this vision of driving out through the gate with a Formula One car
Really?
on the back.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Well,
Shot to pieces now, that.
But with a writ to collect £30,000, Paul doesn't want to walk away empty-handed.
It's the customs who started this rolling.
yeah, and we hoped that what would have happened is that Renault would have come on board, our funding would all be in place, we'd have had time to make payments to all our suppliers.
Jolene claims the debt will be settled once the new shareholder, Renault, is on board. But Paul wants to resolve this case today.
Just need to run it past our in-house IP
course,
to
yeah.
make sure that we've got the bases covered.
He calls an insolvency advisor.
Hello, yeah, it's Paul Bohill. We've just turned up for a £30,000 writ. The moratorium order we've got a copy of, and we've also got a copy of the court papers, and the hearing was adjourned to the 18th, at which point either the customs will come to an agreement for things to be resolved or then put it into administration. So you think we could still sign a control goods agreement?
The advisor tells Paul that they are entitled to seize goods after all, as long as they leave them on site until after the insolvency hearing takes place.
It's nice to have the backup, the reality. Forewarned is forearmed. All right, that's lovely. Thank you, Barry.
Now Paul must tell site manager Jolene the news.
I've just spoken to my advisor. She said just take a Formula One car anyway.
Okay.
There must be an item here of value that we can identify and photograph.
Could you do a warrant of control on something?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So you know the drill.
God.
I'm really impressed.
You got any jobs?
Would you like to join us? Yeah, that's exactly, it's a control goods agreement, to use the right terminology.
That's okay. We'll be happy to do that. That's not a problem at all.
Now Steve and Paul need to search for assets that will offset the £30,000 debt. But there's a problem. As well as owing millions in unpaid taxes, Lotus Formula One has over £600,000 worth of extra debt to other creditors. And some assets on site have already been ring-fenced.
The only asset that we've really got that we can show you is a show car.
That's fine.
They're valued around 290,000 in our books.
That's all right.
And we can take you down to there now.
The agents are in luck. A show car is still available and will more than cover the £30,000 on the writ.
The type of car that we normally see is a family saloon or a works van or anything. It might be more extravagant, but the car that we were presented with was a pure racing machine.
Paul and Steve step into one of the company's workshops.
Relax, we're not taking anything.
Will it be all right to tow it behind a transit?
Do you want to get in?
Oh, please.
You want a family album, wouldn't it? You see, sit you in.
God help. I do like nice cars, and it was nice to actually see the Formula One car and actually looking at the engineering that takes place to get those things working.
Can you take a photo? Because you know where you're looking. Just
Yeah, 91.
The agents find the replica racing car they've been offered.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Once listed on a writ of control, it can be seized if the debt is not paid off. But Jolene is concerned.
I don't want to sign it.
You're okay.
I really have to sign it.
If anybody gets smart over it, you can give them my phone number, the mobile number on there, because it's quite simple, really. We understand all the ins and outs, which is why we're here, because I've been involved in insolvency for 25 years.
The case has been resolved, for now.
All the best. Take care.
The agents must wait to see whether Renault step in as they'd hoped and pay the company's creditors.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Take care.
If the deal doesn't happen, the agents could be back to take away one of the most unusual assets they've ever seized.
We achieved the best result that we could get out of the circumstances. Because there's a pending administration in the background, we were able to take photographs and say, this Formula One car, it is now under our control until such time as A, the debt is paid, or B, the administration kicks in.
Brian O'Shaughnessy and Graham Aldred are High Court enforcement agents. They're on their way to Wiltshire. They've been working together for 6 years, repossessing properties.
My guy's downstairs, Graham. He'll come up and sit down and talk to you and explain what's going on.
Chasing rent arrears.
I need it paying today. Okay.
And collecting payment on debt.
We're not going to take anything because you're going to pay it.
Today, they're on a highly unusual job. They have a High Court writ against a famous football club. It commands them to collect money owed or seize goods to cover the debt.
What have we got now?
We've got Swindon Town FC.
No.
We have.
How much is it for?
This moment in time, £23,854.52.
Wow, what did I have the money for then?
Seating, it looks like it's for seating.
British football has become a lucrative multi-million-pound game. But for many smaller clubs, these are hard times. Swindon Town FC was founded 135 years ago. They currently play in League One. It was reported last year that the club narrowly avoided administration with unsecured debts of £9 million.
Let's get in here and see what's going on. Hello. I need to speak to someone who deals with your accounts.
On a commercial premises, we have the power to enter anywhere, but if the doors are open, we'll try and get in as far as we can. Obviously, that gives us a bit more power while we're in there.
Oh. Can I make our position clear on this today? We're here today to either collect money or remove goods from the property to obviously cover the debt, okay? No, so if you could get your accountant, it's no problem.
Right, okay. But can I ask you to go on the other side of the door? Right,
okay, no problem.
If you look through that window, you'll see him going to another office. See if you can see anyone.
Players' lounge. They're being quite evasive here at the moment, which is it's unusual for the size of the establishment it is. Now, they've already set the boundaries with trying to shut us out and shut the door, so we're just going to carry on now and see what happens. So, I don't know if you want to just walk upstairs and see what's up there.
How you doing?
With big corporate companies, you'll find that most of the time you'll speak to 4 or 5 people before speaking to the person that you actually need to speak to.
Any news?
No, nothing at all.
After nearly 20 minutes,
Yeah, there's nobody in there.
Okay, thank you.
they spot an open door.
That one's locked as well, Brian. Oh, there we go. Oh. There we go. Hello. Hello. Okay, that's fine. What we're going to do now, if you want to advise your accounts. Excuse me?
She's just on the phone, so
Okay, I'm going to call a locksmith now to get into. Would you like to talk to us?
You'd like to just go and wait in reception.
I'll wait here, it's fine, thank you.
Go and wait in reception.
No, I won't wait till reception, no. With the attitude that I've been met with so far, I'm going to wait here.
Well, there's been nobody here to deal with you.
There has been plenty of people here to deal with me.
Nobody authority
Okay,
today.
so in 15 minutes' time, I'm going to escalate to removal.
We're going to be a bit firmer here. We're not happy with the way they're behaving, and that will reflect on the action we take today as well.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the removal vehicles en route because I'm not going to sit here all day. Okay? Yes, no, yes I can. That's what I'm here for. I suggest you speak to your legal department now. Brian, just get the vehicles ordered. Let's get this stuff.
I'm going to get some other guys down here.
Finally, after nearly an hour, a senior figure from the club appears.
Afternoon, guys.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How you doing?
Thanks for coming down.
It's all right, I'm on my way to Portugal for some conference. Would you like to come with me?
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Here we go.
A club official has been forced to turn back from a journey to the airport. He has just 45 minutes to resolve the issue before he leaves for his flight.
First bit of hospitality we've seen today so far.
And we understand it, you know, it's understandable.
I've only got a brief bit of what's happened, but it's a bit of a conflict.
It's fine. We'll explain everything. We'll hear your side, it's not a problem.
He blames the non-payment on a disputed takeover bid.
There's a ownership now between the current chairman and the past chairman.
Okay.
As to who owns the club. The simple thing is, you know, the club doesn't have the money in the bank.
That's fair enough, we respect.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I mean, I'll lay it on the line to you. If we can't satisfy this High Court writ today, we're ordered to seize goods on the property.
I'm not interested in politics. If they've got internal politics, it's entirely up to them. I just want to satisfy the writ outstanding. That's my politics.
I've got contractors being contacted at the moment. I don't want to go down that route. If we don't get this satisfied, we will go down that route today, yeah? But I don't want it to go down that route today. I would rather you speak to somebody and try and get it resolved the right way.
Whatever's going to happen will happen today.
One hour ago, Brian and Graham arrived at Swindon Town Football Club, chasing a debt of £24,000.
You'd like to just go and wait in reception.
I'll wait here, it's fine, thank you.
Go and wait in reception.
No, I won't wait till reception, no.
After a search to find someone in charge,
I'm going to get the removal vehicles en route because I'm not going to sit here all day.
they eventually got the attention of a club official.
Hello, sir, how are you?
How you doing?
And laid out their proposition in no uncertain terms.
I'll lay it on the line to you. If we can't satisfy this High Court writ today, we're ordered to seize goods on the property. Do me a favour, I don't know who you can speak to, let them know our position here and what's going on, yeah? I mean, that's all I can ask you to do.
The club is undergoing an ownership battle, but the official needs to deal with the debt. He has just 45 minutes before he needs to leave for an urgent flight, so he makes a call.
Someone sensible. Nice chap.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go for their goods.
No.
No?
Nope. The old chairman ain't going to pay it, the new one ain't going to pay it. I'm just going to leave the club in limbo, aren't they?
Wow. Well, looks like we'll be cracking on then.
It does, so.
Half an hour later, the club official returns. He now has just 15 minutes to spare before leaving for his flight.
I've got 16.6 in the bank.
Brilliant. Right.
I've got checks of just over 6 to go out.
Right.
So, will your client accept 8? Or earliest 9?
It's a start, okay? I'm here to work with you, like I said. Let me speak to my office. Let me see what the claimant wants me to do as well.
With £9,000 offered now, and the rest to follow once the club's ownership issue is resolved, Brian calls the office.
Can you speak to the claimant and make sure they're happy with that, please? Yeah? And then I'm happy that they'll satisfy this after that hearing. Yeah? If not, I'll be straight back. Come on.
Hello?
Mr. Simpson?
Yes, sir. Good to go, mate. The director's just given the green light on it.
Yeah?
Yep, so go for the £9,000 today. Put the arrangement in place.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it now. I'll call you back. I've got to get him off. Yeah? I'll call you back. No worries. Bye. Fine.
20 minutes late for his flight, the club official finally departs.
His debt at the end of the day, it could be a large company or a small company, it doesn't matter who it is. The approach is exactly the same. We try and show empathy towards them, but at the end of the day, we're there to do a job.